In a packed arena, the atmosphere crackles with raw anticipation, a storm of noise and energy swirling as two heavyweight giants prepare to collide. ZHILEI ZHANG, China's towering 6'6" powerhouse known as Big Bang, stands in one corner, his massive frame radiating menace, his eyes fixed with unyielding focus. His fists, wrapped in red gloves, have shattered opponents, and tonight he's hungry for another knockout. Across the ring stands JOE JOYCE, England's juggernaut, a man whose iron chin and relentless spirit have made him a fan favorite. His broad shoulders and steely gaze signal he's ready for war. The crowd is a sea of motion. Red Chinese, flags waving alongside Union Jacks, each fan on edge knowing this fight will end with one man flat on the canvas. This isn't just boxing. It's a seismic clash of titans, a battle destined to be etched in the annals of the sport. The lights dim, and a single spotlight bathes the ring in a dramatic glow. The announcer's voice booms through the arena, each word dripping with intensity. As he introduces the fighters, Zhang raises a gloved fist, his presence silencing the crowd for a fleeting moment. Joyce, bouncing lightly on his toes, exudes restless energy, his face a mask of determination. The referee calls them to the center, their eyes locked in a silent duel, sizing each other up before a single punch is thrown. The tension is a living thing, wrapping around the arena, pulling every spectator into its grip. Fans clutch their seats, hearts pounding as the bell looms. This is more than a fight. It's a test of will, a spectacle of power, and a moment where legacies are forged or broken. The bell rings, and the arena explodes into chaos. Zhang moves forward, his long reach snapping out jabs that crack against Joyce's guard. Each punch lands with a thud, a promise of the destruction to come. Joyce, undeterred, presses in, his own punches heavy and deliberate, aiming to wear down the Chinese giant. The first round is a tactical dance, both men probing for weaknesses, testing the other's resolve. Zhang's power is evident, his fists, like sledgehammers, but Joyce absorbs the blows, his chin a fortress of defiance. The crowd roars with every exchange, the sound a tidal wave crashing over the ring. Zhang lands a thunderous left hook, and Joyce stumbles, his knees dipping for a split second. But the Englishman recovers, firing back with a combination that forces Zhang to step back, his eyes narrowing. The round ends, and both fighters return to their corners, chests heaving, sweat already glistening under the lights. Round 2 ignites, with a fury. Zhang, sensing an opening, unleashes a barrage of punches, his massive hands moving with terrifying speed. Joyce, his face set in grim determination, ducks and weaves, his footwork surprisingly nimble for a man of his size. He counters, with a vicious uppercut that catches Zhang off guard, snapping his head back. The crowd leaps to their feet, sensing the momentum shifting like a pendulum. The fighters trade blows in the center of the ring, neither willing to yield an inch. Zhang's punches carry the weight of a freight train, each one shaking Joyce's frame. But the juggernaut's resilience is a marvel, his body absorbing punishment that would drop lesser men. The crowd's chants grow louder, a rhythmic pulse, Zhang, Joyce, Zhang, Joyce, driving the fighters to push harder, swing heavier. By the third round, Zhang begins to assert dominance. His jab becomes a precision weapon, snapping Joyce's head back repeatedly, setting up crushing hooks and crosses. A cut opens above Joyce's eye, blood trickling down his cheek, painting his face with the cost of battle. Yet Joyce presses forward, his heart unyielding, his fists still swinging with intent. The crowd is on edge, every punch drawing gasps, cheers, and shouts of encouragement. Zhang lands a monstrous right hand, and Joyce's knees buckle, his body swaying like a tree in a storm. But the Englishman stays upright, defiance etched into every line of his bloodied face. The bell rings, saving Joyce from further punishment, and the fighters retreat to their corners, their teams working feverishly to patch them up for the next onslaught. Between rounds, the camera pans across the crowd, fans on their feet screaming, some covering their eyes, unable to watch yet unable to look away. The energy is electric, a living pulse that fuels the fighters. In Zhang's corner, his trainer barks instructions in Mandarin, urging him to keep the pressure on, to exploit Joyce's weakening defenses. In Joyce's corner, his team wipes the blood from his face, their voices calm but urgent, reminding him of his strength, his heart, his legacy. The bell for the fourth round rings and the warriors collide once more. Zhang comes out swinging, his punches a blur of power and precision, each one aimed at breaking Joyce's guard. Joyce, bloodied but unbroken, fights back with everything he has, landing a combination that staggers Zhang for the first time. The crowd's roar shakes the arena, the noise deafening, as the two men stand toe-to-toe, trading blows in a display of raw, unfiltered courage. The fifth round is where the fight reaches a fever pitch. Zhang, sensing Joyce's fatigue, unleashes a relentless assault. His punches are no longer probing, they're destructive, each one aimed to end the fight. Joyce, his face a mask of blood and determination, refuses to back down. He lands a counter right that rocks Zhang, the Chinese giant's eyes widening for a moment. But Zhang absorbs it, his resolve unshaken, and he presses forward, cornering Joyce against the ropes. The crowd is in a frenzy, sensing the end is near. Zhang lands a crushing left hook, and Joyce crashes to the canvas, the arena erupting in a deafening roar. The referee begins the count, each second stretching into eternity. Joyce, his spirit, unbroken, struggles to his feet, beating the count at 9. The bell rings, saving him from further punishment, and the crowd is left breathless, the tension unbearable. As the sixth round begins, both fighters know the end is close. Zhang, his confidence soaring, stalks Joyce like a predator, his punches precise and devastating. Joyce, blood streaming down his face, fights with the heart of a lion, his punches slower but still heavy with intent. The crowd's chants are a heartbeat driving the fight forward. Zhang, Joyce, Zhang, Joyce. Zhang traps Joyce in a corner, his fists a whirlwind of destruction. A final, earth-shattering right hand connects, and Joyce's eyes roll back, his body crumpling to the canvas. The arena explodes, the referee waving it off, no count needed. ZHILEI ZHANG stands victorious, his arms raised, sweat pouring from his brow, the crowd roaring his name. JOE JOYCE, defeated but unbowed, rises slowly, his head held high despite the loss, his courage undeniable. The aftermath is a blend of triumph and respect. Zhang, his chest heaving, acknowledges the crowd, his face a mix of exhaustion and pride. Joyce, his face battered, blood still trickling, embraces his opponent in a moment of mutual respect that quiets the arena. The commentators, their voices hoarse, declare this one of the greatest heavyweight battles in recent memory. The replay shows the knockout in slow motion, Zhang's fist connecting, Joyce's head snapping back, the moment frozen in time. Fans in the arena and watching at home are left speechless, their hearts pounding from the intensity of what they've witnessed. Zhang's victory is a statement, a declaration of his place among the heavyweight elite. Joyce, though defeated, earns admiration for his heart, his refusal to quit, his willingness to leave everything in the ring. The arena buzzes long after the final bell, fans reliving every moment, their voices blending into a cacophony of awe and excitement. Zhang's name is chanted, a hero crowned in the spotlight, while Joyce's effort is saluted, a warrior who fought until he could fight no more. The fight becomes an instant classic, a story told and retold in gyms, bars, and living rooms around the world. It's a reminder of why boxing captivates. Two men, stripped to their essence, pouring everything into a battle of skill, power, and heart. ZHILEI ZHANG versus JOE JOYCE isn't just a fight. It's a saga, a testament to the human spirit, and a knockout that will live forever in the hearts of those who witnessed it.